See to the Princess Nashka. Move.
My servant Tozer was affected in just such a manner.
Does she live?
She lives, but see, her limbs have lost their movement.
It is the Toltec that has woven this cruel enchantment about her.
Not so. If it is the same poison that afflicted my servant, then Nashka is responsible for her plight, and he alone can provide the remedy.
The Toltec clouds your mind, Mahutek.
My servant discovered that the palace is riddled with secret passages built by Maxler at Nashka's command, and to silence him, he was scratched with a poison that renders its victims helpless.
And what purpose had these passages?
To enable Nashka to spy on the court, to come and go as he pleased, and to work his mischief unobserved.
It is dangerous to listen, Mahutek. Poison your mind as he has poisoned Shimalma's body.
I will show you one of the secret passages in a corridor on the far side of the palace. Here. That is part of a chart drawn by Maxler showing a plan of the tunnels.
This tells me nothing.
When you have seen what I discovered, Mahutek, you will know that it is Nashka who is responsible for the evils that have fallen on your people and on mine.
You are to be congratulated, Prince Humak. Your powers of enchantment are truly remarkable.
He has used no enchantment on me, Nashka. Do not try to escape or my guards will cut you down.
You warn the wrong man, Mahutek. I have no reason to fly from the truth.
You will accompany us, priest.
Look to the princess.
The darker lines are the corridors, and these thinner lines the secret passages. This design represents the torch bracket set in the wall there. The tunnel is opened by pulling the bracket forward. Each of the entrances works on a different system. The one in the temple where I found this...
You say there is another entrance to the temple?
How else could Nashka murder the emperor without being discovered?
So now I am accused of murdering Kukulkan. What other crimes do you intend laying at my feet?
The murder of Maxler. The deception of your people and the slow destruction of their souls.
Enough! It is enough! When you stand by and let me be abused, am I not your priest? Am I not the representative of your God on earth? When I am falsely accused, it is Testata who is reviled.
If the accusation...
If! Can you doubt it is?
If it is false, he will suffer for it. Now open the passage as you say you can. Take him away. I have seen enough.
Doubt everything Nashka says. Question everything. It is your only hope.
My lords, hardly have we paid our last tributes to the dead Kukulkan when evil strikes again at the head of our state. An evil we invited into our midst. Bring on the Toltec, for he is the evil of which I speak. See, my lords, how unmoved he is by the harm he has done to our tribe. He is without shame, without remorse.
I have done nothing which might cause me shame.
You came here to help restore the false god Kuala.
My lords, I came to share with you the bounty of our harvest and the peace of spirit you once knew through the worship of Kuala.
When you found you could not pursue your aims, you cast an enchantment on Shimalma to silence her. See, she is struck dumb, my lords. But her silence will speak with a tongue that cannot be stilled. Set her down gently. She can move neither hand nor foot, my lords. But look in her eyes. There is knowledge there. She is aware of the horror that holds her motionless.
My lords, last night our army surrounded the Toltec camp. I was loath, however, at first, to attack without just provocation.
There, my lords, there is my provocation.
No, Mahutek! To attack without warning is the action of a coward.
And what is this, a heroic action? An act of valor? The rules of war pertain to men and warriors. You and your tribe are something much less, I think.
You shall not say so! I swear, Nashka, if ever I regain my freedom, you will regret those words.
Take him to the chamber of the vanquished. He shall be the first of many to taste defeat. My lords, I realize I have acted without consulting you, but the peril that faces us is grave. I ask you now for permission to attack the Toltecs. If any man here is against it, let him speak now. We are of one mind.
We are. My lords, Mahutek and Shemauma both need our prayers. Let the princess be taken to the temple, and in due course, let us assemble there to give worship to Teshkata.
Princess, don't be afraid. I'm Tosu, Prince Umek's messenger. I have been the victim of Nashka's poison too, but my lord found the antidote and set me free. And I shall do the same for you if I can find my way back to where we left it. And then you must release my master and stop the attack on our army.
She is aware, you say? She can see and hear me.
As well as anyone here?
Shemauma, I have ordered the attack on the Toltecs. If their defeat can in any way aid your recovery, consider it accomplished. When I return victorious, and you are restored to good health, I would have you once again think of me as your future husband. Priest, use all your art to throw off the enchantment that binds her.
All that can be done will be done. Mahutek, you'll not forget what I ask you. Take as many of the Toltecs alive as possible. The time and manner of their death must be of my choosing.
You shall have your share of blood, Nashka. I'll shed only enough to ensure victory.
Now that war is imminent, Mahutek once more shows his true strength. I preferred him when he was weaker and more pliable. Princess, you have made many unwise decisions. You have rejected my advice and turned away from Teshkata. Even the death of your father failed to teach you obedience. Go to the secret burial chamber and bring the antidote to the poison. Teshkata came to the city as a child with a flute and a bowl of wine. And the false god Kuala snatched up the wine and drained it down. The wine set free the madness that was within him. And he urged Teshkata to play the music of destruction, for he would dance the end of the world into being. And the sun rose and saw the madness of his favorite child. The people came forth and saw the false god once held the wine of madness. Testata, Testata, play the music of destruction for us now. Play it loud so it reaches the ears of our enemies. Let them hear the sound that destroyed the god they worshipped. Let the weapons fall from their hands, and let them sway to the music. And let their partners in the dance be death and despair! Death and despair! Death and despair! Soon, you will have everything my heart demands for you. The Toltec blood will bind the people to you forever. Forever. Once you let me see the flame of your glory. Have I not done enough to share more fully in your mystery? Scarter gives me no sign. I had hoped Shemelma might be saved, but it is not to be. Wait. There's a chart in here I must consult. Map of the heavens. My final calculations for tomorrow's sacrifice will be based upon this. Shemelma must die. But it will serve to keep alive the hatred against the Toltecs. We shall need that when the people grow tired of the sight of blood day after day. Forgive me, Princess. With this libation to Teshkata, I seal your fate forever.
The antidote, Princess. I'm sure I have. There's another jar like it, but Chadwick chose this one and I changed it for another. Princess, wake up!
Me no harm. Return to your post. Return to your post.
Never was a recovery more timely, Princess.
How long have I been here?
Many hours.
Am I too late to halt the attack on your army?
I fear so.
And the outcome?
I have heard nothing.
Well, then tell me all you know.
Yes, Teshkata has ordered it perfectly. He takes the sun from his ungrateful people, and restores it only when the false god's heart is torn from his body. Prince Humac should feel honored, for it is he who will represent his god. The victory fanfare, so soon. Come, we must welcome our champion.
Victory, my lords, victory is ours.
Mahutek, truly you are our nation's champion.
We have turned the Toltec camp into a compound, and there the defeated sit, awaiting your pleasure, priest.
What proportion of their army remains?
Less than you might hope for.
How many?
Less than half.
Less than half?
Too many of them chose death rather than surrender. You must be content.
I have no choice. My lords, tomorrow we begin the sacrifices. They shall last 3 days and nights. And when our gallant warriors have rested, they will advance upon the city of Chula and conquer the rest of the Toltec nation.
That is for me to decide.
Shemal, seize that boy!
He is under my protection. Mahutek, you have no right to sit on the throne.
In your absence,
I am
Emperor.
no longer absent. My lords, our honor and good name have perished this night. The attack on the Toltec camp and the slaughter of their army is a stain on our history that can never be erased. Mahutek, you are stripped of all rank and banished from our kingdom. Nashka, you and Shanak will be tried for treason, and if found guilty will be bound over to Prince Humac to deal with as he sees fit. Guards, take them away. I command you to arrest those I have named. You will obey me.
We are happy to see you restored to health, Empress. May we ask how it came to pass?
Tozo brought me your antidote.
Antidote? I had no antidote. I was powerless to remove the enchantment laid on you by Humac.
There was no enchantment.
You poisoned me. See, my lords, the wound where the venom entered. The boy there suffered the same fate, and the serpent responsible was Nashka. Tozo, come forward. Tell my counselors what you know of this.
I doubt if the council wish to hear. They are capable of reaching a decision upon this matter unaided. My lords, you see what has happened? Humac laid a spell upon her body to try to save his men. And when he saw it was to no avail, he took her mind instead. Don't you see? It is not you who speak, but the madness put in you by Humac.
Madness, Nashka? You dare talk of madness to your empress?
Mahutek leads your army to victory, and you strip him of his rank. Is that the action of a sane mind? Humac is our enemy, and yet you would hand me and Shadak over to him to punish as he sees fit. These are the actions of madness, my lords.
My lords, I am not mad. Mahutek, you doubted Nashka once. I have proof that your suspicions were well founded. Mahutek!
My men fought long and hard for you, and you say we have destroyed our nation's honor.
I am not mad. I am not mad!
There is one way to establish the truth. The Chamber of Screams. need further proof, my lords. Take her.
Run, Tozer!
Stop him!
What news of my men? Is the battle over? Tell me!
May not speak to you, Prince Humac. You are a god. They are mere mortals.
More taunts, Nashka.
No, merely the truth.
I would know the fate of my companions.
That is easily answered. Half of your number are dead. The rest will perish in the next few days. Arm yourself. You have an important role to play in tomorrow's ceremony.
What role?
Your god, Kuala.
That is a sacrilege.
It is a great honor to play the part of a god, no matter how brief the performance. Ask what you will. Your every wish shall be granted.
I would see Shamama.
Now she has been taken to the Chamber of Screams. I fear events have turned her mind. The ordeal will settle the matter one way or the other.
How do you mean?
The old Pyramid of the Sun has become the haunt of bats, and by a trick of sound their screaming is magnified 100-fold until it pierces the brain like a dagger. Those we suspect of being mad are shut up in the pyramid for the night, and soon they begin to scream louder than the bats. It is then usually that their sanity returns, or they kill themselves.
Do not touch me, Chadak. I am still your empress, daughter of Kukul Khan, and you are my subject. When you come for me at sunrise, bring a warmer cloak.